Hi, Deborah Borchardt here at Wall Street Confidential. I'm talking with Jim Cramer. Jim, we're in new territory here.
Right.
What is the game plan?
Okay, let's do a quick game plan, and then maybe we can turn to another longer-term game plan.
All right.
The quick game plan is everyone must get more liquid.
Okay.
When the market's up 300 points after being on top of 200 points, or actually really talking about a 700-point swing in some cases, you have no choice, you must sell. You just have to sell anything that's up a lot. And the reason why you do that is because a lot of it's up artificially because we have no short selling rules. And the people who like to short will figure out ways around that. So you want to beat them to that. And you want to recycle into situations that are down. I mean, for instance, and look for anomalies. Like at one point today, Qualcomm was down. There's no news on Qualcomm. At one point today, Cisco was virtually unchanged. But last night, Oracle said things are fine. We're tracking Gilead, because I own it for ActionAlertsPlus.com. There's instances of Stephen Johnson disease if you take the Revlimid drug. But Revlimid saves your life, so sometimes you have to take some risks, and FDA puts it out. But the stock's down horribly. It's been down now 10 straight points on what we now turns out is this. So my short-term game plan is look at what's up 3 or 4 and sell it.
Okay.
I don't even care whether it's down 20 the day before. Everyone needs to recognize that the market is up artificially, and we don't know how long that will be. All we'll miss right now is the idea that we come in on Monday and people have figured out new ways to knock stocks down. I went on TV this morning and talked about things about Stone Age, financial Stone Age. And, you know, I don't say these things because I'm a Yahoo. I have, in the last 48 hours, spoken with most of the people who are involved from the private side. I don't have any contacts in the government because of the tremendous antipathy that I have toward the government and them toward me. But there isn't anyone I dealt with whom I haven't known for 25 years who didn't believe that we were on the precipice. So why should we have Great Depression too? People who quibble over uptick rule or quibble over moral hazard, you go back to 1932, which is really the only analogy because all the others have been false. We've gone through all those. If you go back to 1932, there were many people who were worried that the fat cats would win. But we set the country back, and we know that that was something that was a horrible thing. You could argue the Great Depression led to a spill-off in to create Nazi Germany because people were bankrupt. You've got to recognize that a Great Depression must be stopped, and President Bush and Paulson have done more than FDR did during his period to try to stop the Great Depression. The Great Depression's on the table. We didn't think World War II would ever happen after World War I. We thought that was the war to end all wars. I now am saying that the Great Depression was not the Great Depression to end all Great Depressions, and it has to be avoided.
It could have been the Little Depression.
We were at the Great Depression. We could still be. I think it should be avoided. The Constitution is at stake here in terms of promoting the general welfare. And the idea that because of whether it will work or not, the AAA didn't really work under FDR. The Reconstruction Finance didn't work under Hoover. You had to keep trying. Some argue that only the war changed things. But a Great Depression has to be avoided.
All right. Thank you, Jim. And this is Deborah. Stay tuned for more at TheStreet.com TV.